As you can see now, I'm having trouble with this loco. It's driving at 2 kilometres, and it's as if it's just not picking up. It keeps stalling, coming in and going out. I've got another loco in front of this doing exactly the same, which I'll show you in a minute. But you can see at very low speed, it just doesn't. It just seems to lose, as if the contacts are not working. And if I come close to the loco, see, I just nearly got to touch it and it starts working again, as if there's just a slight issue there. I mean, at high speed it's okay, but just down low like this, see what's happening? It just keeps stalling. It's not the track. The track's perfectly clean. As soon as I come near it, to go near it, as if it can feel. In fact, it's not going to do it this time. But if I just touch it slightly, it's as if it's doing what that silver one was doing. Like as if the pickups are just not working properly. It doesn't do it all the time. It just does it occasionally in this, like in this direction. The other way, it's okay. But I've got a BR182, a Taurus. I'll put the engine on so you can hear it. It's going the opposite way. It's going the same way, but in fact, I'm gonna bring it back so it's next to this one. That's too loud. Right, so I'm gonna just bring this right close to it so you can see. It's got nothing to do with the track. The track's perfect. So. Right, I've got the other one, it's right next to it now. I'm just going to pull the camera around so you can see it. And it's just weird. Now if I just stick that up on 1 or 2 kilometres, I've just turned it off, sorry. So slow, it's hard to get it to, right, here we go, it's on 2k. So now you can see that this is working on 2k. So you can see it's not the track, and you know. And this loco's been weathered as well, so you can see it's kind of like, I'm not going to put the volume on because you can see clearly that it works fine. There's no problem with it whatsoever. It works perfect. There's not a flicker of the lights or nothing. Yet the other one's still not working. So now I'm just going to turn it back round. I'm going to stop that one. I'm going to turn it back round, and then I haven't turned the other one off. It's still on. I haven't touched it. But as soon as like, just move it left to right a little bit, and you can hear it starting up again, and it stopped. Starting up, and it stopped. Oh, like I said, it stopped. It hasn't actually. I thought it was just going to. So it stopped. And this is at 2 kilometres. So it started again. Now, if I turn the inertia off, I don't have much of a problem. It still does it like it has now, but if I go near it, oh, it's going to make a liar out of me. There you go. So I'm having to touch it now. You can tell I'm having to move the loco a little bit left and right on the track. So let me just stop that. Let me turn the loco around. I just want you to see this so you can see it's not me at all. It's the it's definitely the loco. So you can see it's now on 4 kilometres an hour, and it doesn't know what it doesn't want to know at all. It just I'm going to put the other loco on behind it so that you can see that loco will run down that same piece of track as that just has, without any trouble at all. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm going to increase the speed and move it out of the way. Right, now I'm going to bring the other loco. I'm just going to stop that. Just going to pull it up. Right, so I've stopped that and turned it off. And now I'm going to go back to my other one. Just so you can see on that same piece of track, it's got nothing to do with the track whatsoever. This is at 6 kilometres, right? I can make it a little bit slower. That's 4 kilometres, which is, I can get it to 1, but it'll just keep stopping until I get, because it'll go 0 to 1 until I can get it spot on. I'm just going to put this on so you can see there's nothing with the track at all. I'll tell you this is quite loud, but it's just going to have turned up for a video on it. But you can hear it, but it's just perfect. There's no break in the track or anything. It's perfect and it's running. See if I can get it to go slower. Right, that's 2 kilometres an hour, right? But I can't get it to go any slower. It can go at 1, but I need to turn it off. It's too loud for this video. So you can see that it's actually working perfectly, and it's going at 2 kilometres an hour down the same piece of track that Vectron just went down, and it isn't going down the track at all. So this is just to prove to you it's got nothing to do with the track at all. The track is perfect, and the loco don't want to know. So I've just started that loco up again. So I'm just going to just get my video, turn it a bit so we can see it. It might not do it now further down the track, I don't know, but I'm guessing it will do. There you go, it's done it again. So it's got nothing to do with the track at all. It's definitely got something to do with the inertia or something like that. It just, if I go near it and touch it, move it one side to the track the other, it goes. It's as if the wheels are not perfect on it. You can see the Taurus is following behind it. Sorry, do not the camera. The Taurus is following it behind it, and if I show you the Taurus lights at the back, you can see they're proper red all the time. They never even flicker. The track's perfect. I cleaned all the track with substance before, because I was about to do a video on it and put it online, show it's a top loco. And hey look, I love the loco, but it just needs to work. Let me bring the camera a bit closer. As you can see, it's alright now, but it just intermittently keeps doing it. I need to slow the Taurus down. The Taurus is doing 2 kilometres and so is this, and the Taurus is catching it. So I'll just turn the Taurus off. But that's got the inertia off. Now I've put the inertia on. So if I stop it slowly, well I can't stop it any slow because it's only 2 kilometres. If I drop it to 1, it'll stop probably. Oh no, there you go. So it's going at 1. Right, let's turn it round. Let it come the other way. Now the Taurus is shooting off, and the Taurus is on 4. Let me just drop that on. So I just wanted to try and match the speed, but it won't do because it's like really powerful, this Taurus. Probably the best loco I've ever had off you. Right, so the Vectron's doing 1 and the Taurus is doing 2. The Taurus is pulling away 4 times faster because it's a faster geared up locomotive. But this just to try and get it to do what it's done all the way up and down that straight up to now. I was hoping to do a video on it today to put online, but I can't, because it just makes it look as if it's faulty, and I don't want to do that. So I wanted to send you a video just so you could see what it's doing, give you an idea, because you can test the other one. You might have sent the other one off to me already, I don't know. If you have done, then there's not a lot we can do about it until I get it tomorrow. But there you go, it stopped again. Nothing to do with the track whatsoever. It's just purely the loco is not getting electric through. As soon as I move it to, it's as if it's moved across the track slightly. It's as if the wheels are not perfect. There you go again. There you go again. It's definitely got something to do with the connection of the loco between the motor and the wheels. It's as if the power's intermittent and it's not getting there all the time. It's great when the loco's running fast, but as soon as it runs slow like this, it fails. And I've got no idea why. It doesn't make sense. That other loco's like nearly 2 years old, and it's as smooth as a baby's bottom. Forgive my French, but it's really cool. And you know me, I'm a dead genuine fellow. I don't do bullshit. It's how it is. And I want this loco to be perfect because I want to use it in my shots. I've been waiting so long for this loco. It's incredible. And now I'm disappointed. Not because of you guys. It's not your fault. But I'm frustrated because this is like a 200 quid loco. And don't get me wrong, some of the sounds on it are amazing. Like, I love this. Train passing. No one else has come up with that. It's fantastic. I mean, obviously if it was moving faster you could use that on a video. A goods train going past. Fantastic. I love the brake sounds on it. Fleischmann have always done this really well. I love it. I think it's great, but just they need to test this stuff before they send it out. They're obviously not. I think they've just rushed this out personally. I'm hoping the other one that you're going to send me is going to be just better than this one, or that it's just this one that's got the same issue as my silver loco that you sent back to Fleischmann. I think it might be something to do with the connections in it. I don't know. I'm not a professional electrician or anything. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo when it comes to stuff like this. I rely on you guys for that. But yeah, it's got. Like I say, you can tell it's not the track because my Taurus runs up and down there like it's no tomorrow. It don't need electric to run that. It run on its own. It's that good, that loco. But this one, I'm really disappointed. At fast speed, I haven't got any problem with it at all. It works fine. I've just run it in for an hour, hence why I ordered the other one off you straight away. But had I run this slower before I'd have ordered off you, I probably wouldn't have ordered the second one off you. But I don't want you to cancel it. I just want to let's just send this back and see if we can get a result off it. At least I'll still have one in the meantime to mess about with. And if there's an issue with it and it can't be sorted, then you can just refund me the money and they can keep the loco. But if the second one does exactly the same thing, I'll be sending that back as well, because it's just it's not really acceptable. So I wanted to be the first one to do a video and put this online, but I can't put this online like this because I wouldn't be doing the product justice. So I kind of, there you go, it stopped again. Right, I'm going to call it a day there. There's no point in fact I'm just going to show the other one Vectron that's like up the other end of the road. It's not stopped, it's still going, as you can see from the red lights in the distance. It's there's nothing wrong with that track at all. It goes over the junction at really slow speed. Just saw a flick of the lights then. That's because the wheels are touching both sides of the railway line, whereas on this loco they're slightly smaller. Oh, look at that now, it's just let me down. Maybe there is a bit of dirt on that junction. But, you know, hey ho. It went over there, going one way okay. But you can clearly see that that's able to come down there at that very slow speed, and it's running at 4K. So I can drop it down a bit more to 1. It's really hard to get this on 1. I've done it a little bit before. I've got it on 2, there you go. It's on 2. I'm just going to stick sound on so you can hear that there's no interruption from the sound whatsoever. Sorry this is a bit loud. It's just that I had it turned up for doing shows and stuff. I'm going to turn it off. So it's just, I need to turn that down a little bit, it's really loud that. But you can see how slow that is running. There's nothing to do with that track at all. The track is perfect, and there's no reason why this PK won't do the same thing going the other way. I've just started it off again and it's moving. It's just and it stopped again. And again. And it's proper shame really, because it's a really nice locomotive, fast, it's got no problem at all. It'll just whiz around the track really cool, pull a bucket load of wagons as well, you know. It's just as soon as you stick it on slow, it just doesn't want to know. Obviously I'm going to have to stop them now. They're going to, it looks like the cargo one's going to stop in a second anyway, so there you go, it stopped again. Right, I'm going to call the video a quit, sir, just so you can see. It's nothing to do with the track.